Arsenal scam the win with a disgusting performance at home in the Premier League to beat Wolves 2-1 with 2 own goals in a performance that leaves a whole lot to be desired. We were not good. We were very bad in front of goal. There's going to be lots and lots of questions asked about this performance, in which we were very lucky and got an undeserved 3 points. But hello and welcome back to the channel. Of course, thanks for being here. Welcome back to another match reaction on the Cup Chasers. It's not been a great one, but go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Of course, thanks for being here. Hype it up if you got any of those left this week. And of course, I want to know what you're thinking in the comments section down below. All right, let's jump into this because wow, that was disgusting. Like, I don't know, like what other word I can come up with. That was not a good performance at all. And it was very, very worrisome. In fact, it took us, oh, look, we have 2 shots on goal. We had 2 shots on goal. It took us 70 minutes. 70 minutes to get a shot on goal against Wolves. Guys, this is the literal worst team the Premier League has ever seen. They're literally on track to be the worst team we have ever seen. Ever. I want to start out, I think, by mentioning something that we mentioned in the pod last Thursday, I should say, about how the players are definitely paying attention to the socials. They're definitely paying attention to YouTube. And there was a lot of arrogance in the fan base this week, including from myself. And why shouldn't there be? This team is so bad. Wolves are not good. They didn't really offer anything today. They had 2 good breaks where they could have scored in the first half. And didn't do anything didn't do anything else until the 85th minute, in which we inexplicably decided to let them. You know what? We'll just let you play it. We weren't going to let you play, but now that we got a goal and there's a little bit of relief in the stadium, yeah, sure, we'll just let you do whatever the hell you damn well please. You know, why not? How many times are we not gonna press the man who's crossing the ball? How many times are we gonna let random crosses come in? Martin Odegaard, I'm looking at you, man. Once again, the ball has come in from the extra man on the left-hand side while you're doing the eagle with your ass up in the air. It's pissing me off, man. Stop letting these crosses in. Effing ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now let's rewind a little bit. Now that I got that out of the way, we'll go back to the beginning. When I looked at the team sheet, when I looked at this starting lineup, I was like, that's really strong. I was not expecting to see such a strong lineup from Mikel. Everyone was talking about rotation. I was hoping we'd do some more rotation. You know, Madueke didn't even play in this game after scoring a banger in the Champions League, which was crazy because, you know, we would have expected to see him at some point, even with this lineup, but because we didn't do our effing job, because we were arrogant and lazy and impotent in front of the goal, we had to keep Saka on. We had to keep Saka on. We had no choice. So it was interesting how the back line worked itself out in the beginning, because the production for NBC got it wrong, of course, and had them wrong on the sheet. So I was expecting what they said, but William Saliba in the left-hand side center role and Timber in the right-hand side role, with White and Hincapie out on the left. And I thought Hincapie was actually pretty good today up until he conceded the goal, up until the tackle right before the goal. And I thought I was very calm going. I was very comfortable going into this game. I was very calm going into the game. And right out the rip, you could definitely see that once again, we're trying to isolate wingers. We were getting it out wide and we'd swing it around and we'd get it out to Saka, who had his man on toast, was just beating his man to the byline all day long. Well, I mean, Saka's the clear man of the match. Saka's the only one out there that can hold his head up. Maybe Gabby Jesus, because he wasn't even on the field that long. You know what I mean? But even Gabby Jesus, yes, he's looked energetic and he got on the ball that one time and got a shot off. But once again, it was a pretty tame effort. I'm not going to get on him too much because he's still coming back. But he can maybe have his head held high. And Declan Rice, we'll say Declan Rice was decent today. Martinelli, bro, man. My first note after talking about the lineup and the fact that Wolves didn't seem to want to double up on Bukayo Saka, which is absolutely crazy, and it cost them in the end. But the note that I said, haven't created much that's dangerous in the first 23. We didn't do anything. Anything in that first 20 minutes. Just there was like 3 minutes of energy right at the beginning, and then we just kind of like whatever. We'll just cruise through this game because we deserve to win for some reason. That got into our head. Like, what? I get it. All the fans were expecting 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. I wanted 10. I wanted us to absolutely demolish them. It really, really, really stinks of the old Arsenal. It really, really, really stinks of the Mikel Arteta who's too afraid to attack Man United at Old Trafford. Why in the hell have we been so afraid to attack that team today? It absolutely baffles me that Mikel Arteta looks at a team and says, you're never going to break us down. You're not going to be able to score against us if we never give you an opportunity. If we never actually take any risks against this team, we might be able to get it over the line barely, if we just control and don't take any effing risks, and by not taking risks, it was just arrogant and lazy and impotent in front of the goal to just go back and forth, side to side, back and forth, side to side. Why the hell have we not started Odegaard and Eze? This is my biggest beef with the lineup. Not playing it. Why are we playing a defensive lineup with Martin Zubimendi and Declan Rice, both of whom could have used a rest? We could take this opportunity to use a rest, both of whom could have. But instead, it's Eze who had another shocker. Let's call it what it is. Eze just didn't do a thing. He didn't do anything, man. You have to figure out, if you're going to be in that 10 instead of Martin Odegaard, you have to effing figure out how to be in the game. Anonymous. Absolute ghost. And you can tell that Mikel Arteta got onto him because the first 5 minutes of the first 10 minutes of the second half, before he's come off the field, he actually came back for the ball and got into the game a little bit more. He actually tried to beat a man once at the end of the first half. You got to be doing that constantly. You are the creator. You are the creator in the team, especially when you are in Odegaard's place. You have to get on the ball. You have to make things happen. As they didn't do that at all. Absolute ghost. Didn't give us anything in that first half. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Okay. Martinelli, first half, bro, horrendous. Absolutely, just incredibly, unbelievably, inconceivably terrible in that first half, man. You scored 5 goals in 5 Champions League games, but when you start in the Premier League, you're a passenger. Like that was not good, bro. That was not good at all. Yes, you were beating your man a little bit, but we can see that Nelly is just not a finisher. He's just not a clinical finisher. Like, how 1 yard out, you've damn near scared the corner flag with your header. 1 yard out, you've hit it past the other post. Get that on goal. Get that on target. And then the other one, when he's beating his man, it's a little, I mean, Victor maybe could have got there, but instead of shooting or passing, he's kind of gone in between and it's not, and he's put it wide and scared the corner flag again. Like, the finishing has to be better. The finishing absolutely 150 million% has to be better. Has to be better. Now, yes, I'm going to get to Victor. Don't worry. What kind of black magic voodoo curse are we under? Like, can we go 90 minutes without an effing injury, please? How? Mikel, figure it out, man. Work with the staff, the medical staff. Work with the fitness coach. Are we going too hard in practice? Are we working too hard, too much all the fucking time? Like, is that what's going on? Why the hell are we constantly getting injuries? Every single game. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's not a coincidence that that people are going down every single effing game. Figure it out, man. Figure it out. I will say that when Ben went off, Timber switched to the right, and Miles Lewis Skelly came in. He had some urgency, at least. He had some energy. He immediately beat a guy and tried to drive up the field. Where was that urgency from the rest of you? Where was that urgency? When we're not performing well and we're not beating a horrendously shit team, I don't want to see us taking over a minute on every effing corner, on every effing throw-in. This is the fucking mentality that lost us the league the last 4 seasons. This go slow, controlled, not ruthless bullshit mentality is what's lost us the league 4 seasons in a row. I'm absolutely sick of it. I'm sick and tired. When are we going to be that ruthless team that puts shit sides to the sword? I'm sick of this controlled bullshit from Mikel. Anytime we come up against a team he knows are really inferior attacking wise, he's afraid to put the pedal to the metal and decimate teams. He's just afraid to do it. It's inconceivable that we don't play 2 attacking midfielders and give Rice or Zuby a rest today to start the game. It's inconceivable that Eze and Odegaard did not play together today. Like, what are we doing? Are we really that scared of Wolves? They're fucking horrendous. They're horrendous, man. They didn't do anything until we let them. They didn't do a thing until we let them. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. Next note right before halftime was that we're not taking enough risks. We didn't take any kind of risks offensively. Back and forth, side to side, back and forth, side to side. Oh, nope, there's one guy on him. Nope, I don't want to dribble past this guy. Nope, let's just go back. Let's just go back. Safe, back and forth, side to side. Safe. Absolute bullshit, man. And then when we did try to play a ball into the channel, Ben White's ripping him out of bounds. Eze can't figure it out. Odegaard comes in and he improved as he came in. But what's with the dink, man? If you're going to chip it over the back line, chip it over the back. Get it over the line. The quality in the final third was absolute hot dog water. Absolute hot dog water. Like, wow. If Bukayo Saka was not in this team, if Bukayo Saka, carried us, just completely carried everyone on his back today. Saka put the team on his back and won this game today. Because the rest of you, that was shameful from the rest of you. That was not great from the rest of you. Saka absolutely said, you know what? That's what my note says. That's what my note says when we scored the goal. It literally says, Saka said, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. He said, fuck this, I'm tired, I'll do it myself, and rips it in from a corner kick because no one else was doing fuck all. No one else was doing anything in front of the goal. He had his man on toast, and he was getting it across every single time. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous how poor we were in front of goal today. And we've come to it. We've come to it. Victor Gyökeres, you, sir, are in trouble. You, sir, are in absolute trouble. Dude, I'm a fan. I really am. I think he's gonna be good for us. I think he's gonna get some important goals for us. But the shit touches gotta stop. You have to you gotta clean that shit up, man. The dribbling right into the other team when you're not going towards the goal, it's gotta fucking stop, man. It's gotta stop. Like, you have to fucking improve your first touch. You have to improve your awareness when you're not steamrolling towards the goal. You have to improve that shit. You have to. He's going to get lambasted this week. I watch so much content, man. He's going to get absolutely roasted this week for that performance. There were some good moments. Couple of times, 3 or 4 times actually, he had some good hold-up play, and he was able to retain possession for us and move us up the field. A couple of times, but no one's going to look at that. No one's going to look at that. They're going to look at the 4 times you weren't on the end of the cross. They're going to look at the times you were almost there, but you weren't in. You weren't in. And everyone's going to say, man, lose 15 pounds. Gain a step. Like, dude, you're just giving everyone reason to hate on you. You're giving all the haters reason to bag on you with these performances, man. You are going to get benched with this bullshit. You're getting benched, bro. I'm telling you. Jesus came in, and they're going to say that he was instrumental on that goal. Like, that's the narrative. That's what this narrative is going to be, man. Like, you've got to figure it out, dude. You've absolutely got to figure it out. And a number of times, man, no one wants to see you screaming at your teammates. Like, a couple of times they zoomed in on you and you were yelling at your teammates. Man, you have to produce some shit. You have to bring the other side of the bargain. Yeah, we need to adapt to your style. Yes, we need to be able to bring him into the game. Saka was trying to bring him into the game. It's probably the only one that was really trying to get Victor into the game. Yes, that's true. But you also have to produce. You also have to show that you deserve to be there, that you're the one that's going to get us over the line, because this is not fucking good enough. That was not good enough at all. At all. And if you think for a second that we can ever play like that again this season and win this league, you're fooling yourself. You're an absolute fool of yourself if you think we can pull that out ever again this season. We can't go to Molineux and play like that. We will not beat Wolves at Molineux if we play like that. That was shit. That was unacceptable. That was unacceptable. The lack of urgency, the arrogance, the lack of risk taking against a team who lost 14 games this season now. They have 2 points, and you were afraid to take risks. This is the bullshit that had me on Arteta's back for so long. For so long. And I haven't said it because the mentality's been there since Anfield. But that's the same bullshit we took to Anfield. That's the same bullshit we took to Anfield. What the fuck are we doing at the end of these games? Why are we continually conceding at the end of games? What the hell? Why are we not in control at the end of games? Mikel Arteta, you are obsessed with control. You're obsessed with control to a fault. But why the hell are we at home to Wolves, giving them the whole fucking field to play at the end of that game up a goal? Why the hell did we not ram it down their throats? Why the fuck are we the team backing off? Why are we? And it's not even like they were it's not even like they were beating down the door to score. We just let them. We just gave them the space. We just let them. And Gabby Jesus and Martin Odegaard, that's on you. That shit is on you. You're the captain, Martin. You need to get us up the field. You need to get closer to your fucking man when they're about to cross the ball. I don't care if it's a center back. That's what lost you the game at fucking Villa. That's what lost us the game at Villa. Not fucking closing down when the guy's going to cross the ball. It only takes one in this league. It only takes one mistake, one switch off in this league to lose the fucking league. How have you not learned that? How the fuck have you not learned that? What the hell was that? You cannot do that in this league. You 100% cannot have that kind of bullshit and win this league. Man City can do it. Man City can do that shit. They've earned it. They've won fucking 6 titles in 10 years. We hadn't won fuck all. You cannot do that shit. You can fucking not do that shit. You won't win anything with that bullshit. We don't have the luxury of playing like that. Man City has the luxury of arrogance because they're champions. They win shit. We don't have that fucking luxury. We need to put everyone to the sword. Everyone. Everyone. Especially shit teams at home. It's pathetic. That was pathetic. And that mentality right there will not win you the league. That fucking mentality will not win you the league. Mikel Arteta, I'm talking to you. That pussy shit will not win you the league. You need to destroy teams. We need to decimate teams that are horrendous. Not keep them at arm's length because you know they're not going to score on us. How'd that work out for you? How'd that work out for you? It has to be better than that shit. You have to bring it to everyone in this league. Everyone. Wow. Just wow. That was horrendous. And if we bring that again at Everton, you're going to lose. You're just going to lose. And you're going to throw the fucking title away. You're always going to be bottlers if you bring that. That is unacceptable, and we should never see that performance ever again. Horrendous. Fucking horrendous. Lucky. We're lucky. That's how I'm lucky and relieved that we didn't just throw that game away. That's the only positive. Bukayo Saka, 3 points. It's the only positive. The rest was shit. The rest was just absolute and utter fucking horse shit. Thanks for being here, guys. If you're still here, of course, like the video. Sorry for the rant, but that one pissed me off a lot. Subscribe if you're new. Like I said, thanks for being here. Hype up the video. I definitely want to know what you think in the comments below. And of course, we'll be back in the week for another episode of the Cup Chasers podcast. So find us on Wednesday. Thanks again, and you will see me next time.